Hello and welcome to Antelope TV. I'm Natalie Stanley.
And I'm Sydney Norris.
Finals week is quickly approaching and Christmas is right around the corner. During today's broadcast, we will see just how students are getting in the holiday spirit and how they are managing their stress.
We begin with the 12th annual Gingerbread House competition hosted last Thursday evening. Rachel Smith has more.
What is that? That's a Christmas tree!
UNK students channeled their holiday spirit last Thursday at the 12th annual Gingerbread House building competition.
I'm pretty confident in our possibilities of winning. Yeah, got a great team with me, for sure.
The competitors have 30 minutes to build a gingerbread house that is completely edible except for the base that it sits on, and nothing can be pre-built. It took place in the Ponderosa room of the Nebraska Student Union and was hosted by the Loper Programming and Activities Council, otherwise known as LPAC.
There's a lot of great teams here. I'm sure everyone has put in their hard work this season of gingerbread making, so I'm excited to see what everyone can do.
The contestants had to bring their own supplies and their A-game to come up with a good strategy for their house.
What might give us an advantage is we're trying to make a little gingerbread cabin instead of a traditional house, so maybe that'll set us out. We'll see.
With a $150 cash prize on the line, the pressure was on.
Music ain't helping you.
As the competition came to a close, only one team could come out on top. Colleen McGrath and Connor Strait took home the first place cash prize. For the Antelope, I'm Rachel Smith.
So Natalie, do you think you can make a gingerbread house in 30 minutes?
Honestly, I'd probably eat all the candies before they even made it to the house.
The Gingerbread House competition wasn't the only event that took place recently. On November 19, I had the opportunity to attend this year's Korean festival. Let's take a look at what happened. November 19th, hundreds of community members gathered for an evening of entertainment. The University of Nebraska at Kearney hosted the 7th annual Korean festival.
It is the Korean traditional fan dance called the Buchecheong. It is one of the most graceful and colorful dances in Korea. It is performed by women wearing the traditional Korean dresses called hanbok while holding colorfully painted pink and green fans with feathers on the tips. While dancing in perfect harmony, the dancers will represent different images found in Korea during the spring.
After many months of preparation, the Korean students put forth their best performances, which consisted of dancing, singing, karate, and a final play in the Korean language. Not only did those who attend get to watch some amazing traditional performances, but they also were served some delicious Korean food as well.
Although there have been multiple events for students to attend these past couple weeks, many students on campus have started to become more focused on studying for finals. Haley Pierce has more on how students are coping with that stress.
Dead Week is upon us, and I'm out and about trying to figure out how you all handle the stress of the end of the semester. This is Marvin Marshall, a junior in the comm department. Marvin, tell me, how do you handle the stress of finals week?
Just sleeping, studying, and just reviewing over things I learned during the semester. That all comes back up at the end of the semester, so I could do good on my finals.
This is Paula Jimenez. Paula, tell me, how do you handle the stress of the end of the semester?
Well, I try to prioritize first off and try to work on my time management and make sure that I do my assignments first, and then I study and I drink a lot of coffee.
I'm here with Leo Wilson, a senior in the Industrial Technology Department. Leo, tell me, what do you do to handle the stress of the end of the semester?
I try to sleep sometimes, and a lot of music is being played, and just a lot of just trying to go.
This is Alex Leem, a senior in the music performance program. Alex, tell me, how do you handle stress at the end of the semester?
So almost every single semester since freshman year, I have actually started a video game at the beginning of Dead Week and almost finished it by the end of finals week. And the best part is I play like Lego games during this time, so it's just like fun kid games. And I have played Kirby's Epic Yarn all the way through to 100%, actually 3 times.
This is Cole Chancellor, a senior in music education and music performance. Cole, how do you handle finals week stress?
I decide what I actually need to stress on and what I don't, what I have control over and what I don't, and then stress only if I don't feel like I've accomplished what I should.
And for students needing a little extra help managing stress at the end of this semester, they are reminded the Memorial Student Affairs Building has resources including the first year program, counseling care, and student health. For Antelope TV, I'm Haley Pierce.
Although some students deal with that stress by drinking coffee, practicing good time management skills, or perhaps by playing video games, others handle it by participating in more physical activities.
Broomball has become one of the most popular intramural sports here at UNK. Rachel Earhart has more.
We're here at the Viera Event Center, where students are playing broomball, one of the most popular intramural sports at UNK.
Oh, yeah! My favorite thing about broomball is the aggressiveness. I like that we're all friends and we can have a good time and still be competitive, but not so competitive that it's not fun anymore. So,
broomball is played a lot like hockey, with sticks, helmets, shin guards, and balls instead of pucks.
you're on the ice and you're in your tennis shoes, you're not on skates, and you wear these lovely knee shin pads and a helmet because head protection is important, and you use a stick that's not a broom, but it's kind of like a broom, but it's not, and like a size 1 soccer ball, tiny little soccer ball.
The old equipment was getting really bad, so it's nice to have all this new stuff to make sure that we actually have protection and can rely on actually having stuff to use each time.
It's about time we got new equipment. I'm happy we have it. It's nice.
Wear long sleeves and long pants because you're probably going to fall. Sometimes I wear gloves just in case falling, or like if you're goalie. Otherwise I duct tape the pads to my knees to make sure that they don't fall.
While some students sweat out the stress of an upcoming deadline, other students in the theater department get to do what they love best for finals, which is putting on a show.
I had the opportunity to attend some of the Theater 1X. Let's take a look at what I saw. The UNK Theater Department showed several student-directed one-acts on Thursday this week. One of them, called The Worker, featured only 3 actors in its 30-minute runtime. Because the students only had a month and a half to prepare, the set was minimalist, but the plot and acting made up for it. The show features Samantha Hanks as the mother and Will Frederick as the worker. Chris Miller directed the show.
The show is about a man who is obsessed with work, and it starts to consume his life, and it really affects his home life, and it takes some wild turns throughout. Some very weird changes happen in his life. It's been a very interesting dynamic between the 3 of us.
The Worker was Miller's first time directing a show. The theater and dance major was required to do so as part of a class. Miller said he really enjoyed working with the talented cast.
I worked with many other actors before, but when I have people that have never been on stage or have been on the main stage in their life, that's when I feel like that's much of a bigger challenge for them as it is for me as being a director. I didn't want to work with a whole bunch of other actors in the show. I rather worked with only 3 actors because I was also busy during the dance comp working with dancers and this at the same time, so it was kind of challenging. I also believe my actors will put on a good show, but at the same time, if I don't hear no laughs from Jack or anybody else, I'll be like a little nervous, like I didn't really successfully do my job.
On opening night, the show was very well attended, with some audience members having to stand once all the seats were filled. If you missed the show, the UNK Fine Arts Department has a wide variety of performances just about every week, so check them out and support your Loper classmates. I'm Natalie Stanley for The Antelope.
As the final semester comes to a close, so does our broadcast. Antelope News will return in the fall of 2018.
We have a few seniors that will be leaving us as well. Rachel Smith, Rachel Earhart, Michaela Hoganson, and Sydney Norris will be graduating in May of 2018. However, David Mueller will be leaving us a little bit sooner. He will be graduating this December on the 15th.
All of us at the JMC department would like to wish David good luck in the real world.
This is the third and final edition of Antelope TV. I'm Natalie Stanley.
And I'm Sydney Norris. From all of us at the Mitchell Center, thank you for joining us.